and I will fill it out. So just sit here and wait and have you over anticipate. See, there's their recorders. I got mine. Sorry, folks. I may be an ugly person physically, but at least my heart isn't ugly. You got a lot of overbearing people down here in Crawford County who I guess they think their family heritage entitles them to go ahead and violate whoever's rights they damn well please. They're going to find out it don't work that way. So, I ain't saying all your cops are bad ones. I'm saying the good cops need to do their job and not cover for the bad ones. Oh, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, folks. Good morning, America. As I said, the Law Enforcement Code of Ethics. As a law enforcement officer, my fundamental duty is to serve mankind, to safeguard lives and property, to protect the innocent against deception. Try looking in your own police department, in your own school system. No weak against oppression or intimidation. And being I'm handicapped with a mental illness, I guess they like to use that against me. And the peaceful against violence or disorder, and to respect the constitutional rights of all men to liberty, equality, and justice. I will keep my private life unsullied as an example to all, maintain courageous, calm in face of danger, scorn, and ridicule, develop self-restraint, and be constantly mindful of the welfare of others. Honest in thought and deed in both my personal and official life, I will be exemplary in obeying the laws of the land and the regulations of my department, which they failed to do when Officer Warner didn't give me a formal complaint form to file against Officer Kimmons. Whatever I see or hear of a confidential nature or that is confided to me in my official capacity will be kept over secret unless revelation is necessary in the performance of my duty. I will never act officially or permit personal feelings, prejudice, animosities, or friendships to influence my decisions. Officer Kimmons just showed that on a school video, as you've seen. With no compromise for crime and with relentless prosecution of criminals, I will enforce the law courteously and appropriately without the fear of favor, malice, or ill will, never employing unnecessary force or violence and never accepting gratuities. I recognize the badge of my office as a symbol of public faith, and I accept it as a public trust to be held so long as I am true to the ethics of the police service. I will constantly arrive to achieve these objectives and ideals, dedicating myself before God to my chosen profession, law enforcement. And that is the entire Law Enforcement Code of Ethics. Now, they like to go ahead and take their time when it comes to stuff like this. But I guess we'll just have to go ahead and make sure that my point is well done. So we'll pause this until they get their butts out. Or actually, I should leave it roll to see how long they actually like to take and do their jobs. So these two videos, one in Alma School District, and I'll also go to the intermediate school, and I'll file a formal complaint against that teacher, Miss Janice.
Morning, sir.
Good morning, sir. How you doing? My name is Corey Schill.
Brett Hartley, how are you?
Your name is?
Brett Hartley.
Brett Hartley.
I'm a lieutenant with the Alma Police Department.
Okay.
Come on back here, let's talk.
I need to get a formal complaint form
Okay,
to file a complaint
okay,
against your officer, Officer Kimmel, at the Alma Intermediate School. All right, badge number 71.
okay.
And
You want to tell me what's going on this morning?
let me see. I went in 25 days ago. I dropped a video, which I posted online. I'm sure you've seen it. Child endangerment, Alma School District, Alma, Arkansas.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Well, the bus driver continues to drive, violating Arkansas state statute to pull over when children are standing. He didn't do so. He continued to drive while kids were on the bus, standing. I went into the school. I addressed Mr. Womack. I think that's his name at the elementary or the intermediate school. And I addressed Officer Kimmons. And I told him I'd appreciate if you did your job. Laid the video out and showed him and explained everything I'm explaining to you, which I'm sure no summons has been issued against the bus driver of that bus, Mr. Ortiz, which I'll get a Freedom of Information Act and I'll find that out later. That's not a problem. I will not be harassed. I will not have my civil rights violated as they did and as your officer tried to do, and I will take care of my business.
Your complaint this morning is over 25 days ago.
No, my complaint this morning is I went in to address something in the school and the officer come out to assert himself in my direction. And when I was videoing him in the parking lot, which that will be, you can look that up under Corruption in Crawford County, Arkansas 1, because there's a lot more to come after that. I do believe in transparency in our government. I have no issue with good police officers. Police officers are in my family.
Okay.
So, not an issue at all. I got an issue with bad cops, and I will address them.
Tell me what happened this morning.
This morning I went in to get the name of the teacher who violated my civil rights when I had a handicap placard on my van and get her name so that I can subpoena her when I get my lawsuit. This just happened a little bit ago.
So today a teacher told you?
No, she did that last week. And I went in and I told Officer Kimmons, dressed him again inside the office when she come in trying to protect, I guess, her name. But it's all right for everybody to violate my name. Anyhow, I asked him to do his job and inform her that a handicap placard means that I have the right there, and to do otherwise violates the Americans with Disability Act, which he informed her of. Now, like I say, today, Principal Warnock come out with Officer Kimmons, and they didn't want to let me conduct my business in their office. That's fine. I'll address Alma School Administration on that. Because like I said, I'm not playing. I may be poor, I may be handicapped, but I can assert my rights in a courtroom.
I'm still trying to gather. So what happened today was basically they wouldn't let you in the office to talk to them? Or
well, no. When I went to leave, I had the phone up and everything, and Officer Kimmons said, "You can't drive like that." Well, for one, in a public parking lot, I can pretty much do anything I damn well please as a citizen.
Okay.
Now,
so you know the law very well?
I'm getting to know it very well. I'm getting to know it a lot better. I have a criminal law book. I've already pulled up 15 statutes that people here in Arkansas and public officials have violated. So my next lawsuit, all that will be in.
Okay.
There's already one lawsuit pending in the Supreme Court. You all just gave me the grounds for my next one.
Y'all wasn't who? Me?
No, not you, sir.
Okay.
Your police department with Officer Kimmons.
I'm still not understanding from you what what happened this morning.
This morning, I put my seatbelt on as I was backing out in the parking lot, showed him on the video. Here you go. And he says to me, "You can't drive with that cell phone up in a parking lot." Oh, yes, I can. there's nothing you can do about it. That's not a public access as far as a highway or a roadway.
So that's the only thing that occurred this morning was...
No, the other thing I'm telling you is I got 60 days to file a complaint on the other thing. When I came in here 2 days ago and addressed Officer Warner on it, he told me get a lawyer and go file a little civil lawsuit. That was your Officer Warner that did that. Now with that, well then, the video that you see on there, you'll know who the officer is, and he lied to me. Because that's the name he gave me. And if that's how your officers like to conduct themselves in here, I guess it just got better since you informed me that's not his name.
His name's Pointer. He's a captain here, and I'm just going to tell you something right now.
Yeah.
Okay? Our officers don't walk around here lying. They do have integrity, and they are good officers. If you have a problem with kids standing on a bus, and that bus driver didn't address that, you don't think it's a safety issue for somebody to be driving around with their phone recording and somebody address that? You don't think that would be a safety issue?
Yes, that would be a safety issue.
That's probably why the officer told you this morning to not do that, is because it is called a safety issue. If your focus is on your phone and what you're recording, you're not paying attention where you're driving.
Yes, on a public road, you're absolutely correct on that. But when I am just sitting in a parking lot, no, there is no focus.
Okay. So you don't focus on when you're driving in a public parking lot?
Look, I'm here to do a complaint. You can give me the form so I can do the complaint and do your job and take down what I just said, because it will be on YouTube. Or you can go ahead and refuse to do it, and I'll just add that to my lawsuit.
It's right here. Would you calm down? I'm trying to talk to you and figure out what you're coming to me saying. I've got a problem with one of your officers. I'm simply asking what the problem is with the officers.
Yes, and I understand that.
Have I been respectful with you?
Yes, you got a little bit hostile with me when I brought up the integrity of your officers.
Well, sir, here's the whole thing. I know there's good and bad in this world. I know that. But I work with these guys every day. You don't. And I understand that, but I do. So I don't think...
And I understand that I have years of recorded information that's going to be aired and it's going to be put in my lawsuit that shows the arrogance of all law officials in the legal system here in Arkansas.
Fill out your form.
Well, I'll fill that out on my way. If you can give me a copy of it, I'll bring it back to you.
Okay. All right. I'm going to leave you a couple of them.
Okay. I appreciate that.
So you fill those out, you bring those back with your complaint, and I will give that to Chief White.
Okay. Appreciate your time.
All right.
God bless.
Yeah. Did you say God bless?
Yes, sir.
God bless you too.
Oh, I was hoping you weren't going to get offended by that.
No. I'm not going to get offended by that. That's my God.
Mine also, sir.
All right.
You have a good day.
Hey, you too, man. Be careful.
And this is how you assert yourself with the police department. So, enjoy my videos and the ones to come, folks.